Hello, my name is Mars, and welcome back to the Rise of the Golden Idol. The last thing we saw was the hapless Eugene Marmot getting a promotion he did not deserve to head of the OPIG research team, and guessing by the title of this chapter, The Trials, he is about to do a lot of really unethical things with the device that they have put together. Starting with whatever's happening here. Feathered Frenzy. A deadly attack at the aviary. Alright. Okay, so there's a dead guy. Oh, that's a lot of big scary birds. I'm not really a fan of big scary birds, so, yikes. I especially don't care for this one with its big dinosaur head. Ooh. Alright. OPIG, trial volunteer form. The man is not breathing and his neck is bleeding. So he has keys for the incubator and the aviary. And he's volunteering for OPIG. And is that birdseed he has? Declan, what did you do? She says. This could be Declan. Or whoever caused this to happen. Could be Declan. She has different colored birdseed, it looks like. It doesn't really look like there's... Okay, we can leave this scene. So, that's good to know. Oh, I like the music in this level. Guide to birds. Oh, I'm gonna need to find out which bird is which. Work, but if you follow this guide, trouble taking care of our... Okay, so this page has been ripped apart. Okay, are we gonna have to, like, guess the name of each of these birds? Flower piercer is known for nature, react aggressively, bring anything neon inside, habitat to prevent agitation. I'm guessing it's warning against bringing anything neon inside. This one has like a neon colored bracelet in its mouth that it looks like it took from someone, so it could very well be this one. Morag aviaries, being a bird keeper is hard. You will have no feathered friends. Okay, this looks like it's the other side to this. Morag Aviary's Guide to Birds. Being a bird keeper is hard work, but if you follow this guide, you will have no trouble taking care of our feathered friends. The bleary-eyed flower piercer, this excitable bird, is known for its curious nature. The flower piercer may react aggressively toward bright colors. Avoid bringing anything neon inside their habitat to prevent agitation. Okay. Oh boy. Lori, Herald, a method of intimidation and prey. Its piercing cries, words it has recently heard, as speaking will cause birds to scream. Is this like... A Lori is like a parrot, right? Because I know in Spanish, loro is how you say parrot, so it could very well be describing something parrot-like. Herald, discovered in the jungle for bones, loud noises will set off attack and triggering their mechanism. Alright, they also have page numbers on them. This one has a 3. The death rattle. Okay, I think this is talking about this. The death rattle Lori uses its color feathers as a method of intimidation against predators and prey. Its piercing cries often mimic the sounds and words it has recently heard. Silence is advised, as speaking will cause these birds to scream. This is really annoying. And the Nithalix Herald. These terrifying creatures were discovered in the jungle, where they scavenge for bones. Silence is required, as loud noises will set off these creatures, provoking attack and triggering their self-defense mechanism. Okay. So these two pages must go together. The red-breasted heron. The heron is known for its bright plumage and aggressive nature. Feeds on live prey. Its extremely sharp teeth, something like that. The masked grouse, this bug-eyed, yellow-footed bird is endangered despite its predator status. Extremely territorial, hides its eggs in bushes. Okay. Oh, I'm glad we got all of that out of the way, and I'm glad that they're all right next to the page that they correspond with. What's in here? Oh, someone else. Why? He promised to take care of you. Oh, dead bird. The bird is dead. Sad. Incubator. The incubator is on and the bulb is hot to the touch, and one of the eggs is hatched. Maybe the bird hatched, but they forgot to turn the incubator off and it, like, suffocated in there. Yes, overexposure to heat from the incubator can prove fatal. Always remember to check on the eggs after putting them inside. I think that's exactly what happened to this poor birdie. I'm scared to look at the birds themselves. Bird discovered. Triggers? Oh, there's a dead bird in there. Connect each bird with what agitated it. Okay. Okay. A bird. A bird. Rat! I didn't know. Rat! Okay, so this is the lorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Rat! A bracelet with idol symbols on it. And that looks like, is that the OPIG logo? I think so. And a bird. Okay, so I think it should be easy enough to discover what triggered each of them. First we need to figure out which bird is which. So. Okay, I think that I need to figure out the lorry first, because the lorry must have triggered something else by being loud. Silence is advised, as speaking will cause birds to scream. I'm guessing the man caused the bird. The man spoke and caused the bird to scream, and that irritated another bird, which is, like, affected by... which is bothered by, like, sound. Let's see. What was the other bird that was bothered by sound? The Nithalix herald. They scavenge for bones. Loud noises will set off the attack and trigger their defense mechanism. So... okay, let's see. Do any of these have physical descriptions? The grouse hides its eggs in bushes. The masked grouse hides its egg in bushes. Bug-eyed and yellow-footed. Okay, so that's referring to this. So it must have been triggered by the fact that his eggs were squished. Okay, I'm guessing that it literally is just in this order. The lorry heard the man speak and started screaming. This bird, which would be the flower piercer. No. It would be the Nithalix herald. Heard the noise and didn't like the noise and was set off. This one took the bracelet because it likes the bracelet, because it likes the neon colors, and the grouse's eggs were stepped on. Okay. Makes sense. What the hell is this one, though? Freaky weird bird. Maybe it wasn't triggered by anything, it's just kind of sitting there. Yeah, and his shoes have egg on them. I figured as much, but I don't know. We didn't see it yet. Alright, more stuff. The label reads millet for the lorry. The colors are going to be important. corn for the grouse, white bone meal for the herald, black sunflower seeds for the flower piercer. Feeding schedule. The Lori at 9, Marcy and Declan. The heron at 9, Crystal. The grouse, Declan. The hatchling, Marcy or Declan. And Declan didn't check on the hatchling, I guess. So that's why the woman was saying, he said he'd take care of you. And I'm guessing that because Marcy was caring for the hatchling, that she's the one who usually feeds it. So my guess so far is... Oh, we can name the birds too. This is Declan, Marcy, and Crystal. Yes. Or actually... Yes. That's my guess at this moment. Alright. Thanks again for running incubation station for me, Declan. See you after your lunch, Marcy. Alright, we read that. Daily notes. August 29th. New employee starts. Safety and handling training, 3 p.m. August 30th. Declan lunch break, 12 to 1:15 p.m. Okay, so... New employee. Declan is a new employee because he had the new volunteer form in his pocket. More. To the one who stole my heart. Alright. So, this woman is Moore. Crystal Moore. Aster. Welcome to Morag Aviary, new employee guide. Appointment at 12:30 p.m. August 30th. Let's see. Okay, so actually, the new employee wouldn't be Declan. He might just have the form in his pocket because he's, like, vetting the new employee. So he wouldn't have an appointment on his lunch break, would he? I don't know. Steps for training new employee, travel guide, pictures of the bird, pictures of the hatchling. Oh my god, I'm so sad about that poor baby bird. Ugh. Alright. Well, maybe the woman who... Maybe Marcy is in fact Palmer, because... she has pictures of the baby bird, and Declan is Aster. Okay. Now we can get the names of these birds. So, the masked grouse is this first one. The masked grouse. Okay. Alright, I want to figure this one out. It must be... this one is red-breasted. This heron is known for its aggressive nature and sharp teeth. Okay. So, maybe this one didn't actually do anything wrong. And that's why it wasn't listed under triggers, but it is the heron. But why would his neck be bleeding? Why would it have attacked him? Maybe all of these birds went crazy, and while she was distracted, this one attacked him or something. Not triggered by anything, just kind of because it's mean and attacks things. Alright, but this one is the red-breasted heron. This one is the flower piercer. The bleary-eyed flower piercer. This one is the death rattle Lori. I remember that one. And this one is whichever one was left. The Nitholix Herald. Nice. Alright, now there's just the events. At the aviary, So this must be... Hold on. So Marcy Palmer discovered that the hatchling had died. Overheated. She cried when she discovered that a hatchling had overheated in the incubation station. Meanwhile, the only man, because it says he, Declan Astor, entered the aviary, where his bracelet was stolen by the bleary-eyed flower piercer. Okay. Following this encounter, someone went to something and stepped on the eggs hidden in the bush. So this was Declan also, because he's the one who stepped on the eggs. He went to... he went to feed something, and I think we can tell that by the color of his feed. He has the yellow feed, which belongs to the grouse. Okay. He went to feed the grouse and stepped on the eggs hidden in the bush. In retaliation, the grouse attacked Declan Astor, killing him. His last screams were mimicked by... I feel like we're supposed to think that the red-breasted heron was the one who attacked him before we see the eggs, because this one looks so scary, but I truly think that the red-breasted heron is innocent in this scenario. Justice for the red-breasted heron. He was just sitting there minding his own business while the other birds were going crazy. They were mimicked by the lory, which agitated... Alright. The lory agitated the Nitholix Herald, which then attacked Crystal Moore. Nice! First try. No mistakes. I wonder what that has to do with the idol. I mean, the only hint we've gotten is that this is associated with OPIG, and this is associated with OPIG, and the symbols on the bracelet had to do with the idol. And also, poor Marcy and the hatchling had nothing to do with the rest of this scenario. Unless they were mimicking... Hold on. It looks so Muppety here. That looks like Big Bird is attacking this poor guy. Alright. After volunteering in a trial during his lunch break, Declan Astor, a new employee at Morag Aviary, forgot to take the hatchling out of the incubator. Then, while attempting to feed the masked grouse, he stepped on its nest. The grouse killed Declan, indirectly agitating all the other birds. Alright, I want to take another look at this. I want to take a look at what the lories were mimicking. I'm sorry, I didn't know. Okay, so I think he's saying I'm sorry to the grouse. I thought, like, at first he was yelling I'm sorry to Marcy in here for killing the hatchling, but no. He was yelling it at the grouse whose babies he killed. Oh my god. This didn't even have anything to do with anything. We just had an animal death to make me feel sad for no reason. Great, I love it. Alright, let's take a look at this. Research engineer. Subject 37 did not arrive for his follow-up appointment. Project lead. Another scumbag took the money and ran. Research engineer. That's possible. Either way, we'll need to throw out his research data. But what do we do with the data disk? Could he be Subject 37? Transfers. Huh. Interesting. So these are symbols on the idol. And maybe these aren't... Maybe what we're looking for aren't even the actual meanings of the symbols. Maybe, again, OPIG, in continuing to research the idol and bringing Tessa on, have continued to misinterpret the meanings of these symbols. And we're trying to figure out what they think the meaning is. God, I love that this game, which requires the player to be so smart and logical, is just full of characters being as accident-prone and stupid and mistaken about things as they possibly can be. It is a game about human failing. I love it. Alright, next one. Backstage drama. Pandemonium at the Stardust Variety Hour. Oh boy. Ooh, more fun music. Alright, so it looks like, yeah, it's a stage show going on here. It doesn't look like we can leave this area, so I guess everything we have to look at is on this screen. A Tharv one, fair and square. You don't like something, talk to Mitchell, the producer. Order of contestants. Cameron Flake, Nola Rakow, Jamie Albright, Regina Littlemore, Vilmar, Bellboy Prado, and a Tharv Reddy. Alright, none of those names sound familiar to me. I can't help but notice we are competing against a previous champion. We already know the judges like her act. She'll be a shoo-in for the grand prize, unless something goes wrong. Shouldn't the rest of us get a fair shot? Cam. Whoa, you gotta chill. A bunny ran on stage during my act, but you don't see me whining. Sorry, I got a text. First the record, then a surprise act. This whole show must be rigged. I performed a flawless waltz. Alright, I keep getting texts from my parents. One of them literally just said the word no, but it still interrupted my recording. Okay. That is not the dress you would wear for a waltz. And you would have a partner for a waltz. I know, I used to watch So You Think You Can Dance before it got weird. Psh, Vilmar, could you tell the little dancer that I only switched my act because someone took my soda? Oh, he's wearing the same bracelet. Or a similar bracelet. Stardust, 25,000 paid to winner. Huh. So he won. Either he won, or... And this is Atharv, or whatever his name was. Either he won the competition, or he's gonna give this away to someone. But he's talking about his own act, so I think he is one of the performers and is the winner. Sweet biscuits, Cam, that's delicate. Lone wolf. But it used to say Nola. Oh, that's sad. A small bite mark on his hand. And he has music. I would have won if they hadn't put me as the stinking first stinking act. All that work wasted. I thought he was a burpist. Okay. Okay, so this person with the ventriloquist dummy was the first act. So, this is Cameron Flake. Cameron Flake. Lilybell, sweetie, you showed up one act too late. I'll kill Vilmar for this. Should have broken his bones as well as his heart. Okay, so this must be Nola, because we know that this is Vilmar. Hold on. We have a few full names here. If we look in this guy's thing. So this is Nola Rakow, because she broke Vilmar's heart. And this is Vilmar. Vilmar Prado. because this man was addressing him as Vilmar, and I believe this man is a Tharv ready. So I would guess that would mean this is Regina, and this is, Jamie. Yeah, because she said, you showed up one act too late, talking to the bunny. And he says the bunny ran on stage during my act. And after Nola was Jamie, so this must be Jamie. Jamie Albright. And this woman must be Regina Littlemore. I don't know if we have these other names yet. Jamie would have stolen the show if he could have used knives. This is more good stuff for the blooper reel, though. General notes. The ventriloquist and the magician each surprised me, but not in the way I expected. Funny clips for the reel. Lily was a no-show till the juggler's act. Lily the bunny. Record malfunction, sticky valves, ballerina freak out. Yeah, ballerinas don't do waltzes, they do ballet. Whoever wrote this game doesn't know the first thing about dance. Final placements. Burping recitation of every ASH president, replaced by original dance. Second, meet Mr. Vlad. Third, implausible forces. The Popper's Waltz from La Femme en Use, Howlin' Wolf Blues, which must be Vilmar, and the Remarkable Lily Bell. Okay. Rankings. Okay, I feel like we know all this already, but let's look at all the things first. An empty cage. Juggling balls. A trumpet. Props table, do not touch. No weapons on set. Stardust Variety Hour, winners of yesteryear. Okay, so Regina is the former champion. There has been a sudden outpouring complaints about our allowing previous winners to compete in the Stardust Variety Hour. I assure you that SVH is a fair contest with no possibility of skullduggery. Continuing to harp on this will result in you being released from the show. Your host, Dante Longo. Okay. Record scratch. La Femme en Use. What else haven't we looked at? The camera. M. Bergen's production team. Okay. So we have Longo Bergen as the host. And, no. Actually, no. Dante Longo is the host. This is Bergen. Who is Mitchell? This is Mitchell, the producer. Mr. Mitchell Bergen's production team. Okay, makes sense. Okay. Mitchell Bergen. Not so hard. Alright, now, let's take a look at this. So, we know that Atharv Reddy won. No, we need to actually... We need to put their titles, actually. So, the Burpist won. Meet Mr. Vlad. Since Cam was saying that she should have won, she's probably in second place, and I would guess that Meet Mr. Vlad is her puppet. Implausible forces. The Remarkable Lily Bell would be the magician, because that's the name of her bunny. Howlin' Wolf Blues. Okay, the Popper's Waltz is a dance. So fourth is the ballerina. The Howlin' Wolf Blues is probably a musician. Let's see, yeah, because he has the thing that says Lone Wolf, the tattoo, and he has music on him, so he must be the musician, and third place must go to the juggler. Okay. And he had to juggle balls, but he wanted to use knives. Alright, now we need to figure out the events. At the talent show, someone blanked the act of a previous winner blank by blanking a blank using blank. Meanwhile, something 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 after the broadcast. Okay, this part I can say. I think I can say. This is Regina Littlemore attacked the host. Hold on, I'll bring the names up. Attacked Dante Longo, believing the show to be rigged. That part's easy. Alright, I think that this is talking about... Okay, he switched his act because someone took his soda because he needed the soda to burp. Okay. And again, the only connection to the idol or anything else that's been going on has to do with this wristband. Interesting. Okay, so I think that he stole Regina's act because he replaced his burping with a dance. At the talent show, Atharv Reddy stole the act of a previous winner, Regina Littlemore. Oh, someone... Did someone sabotage her act? Because stealing the act doesn't have anything to do with this. Okay, I think someone sabotaged Regina's act by scratching a record. And I think the only thing that could scratch a record here would be the knives. And I guess if knives scratched the record, the knives would belong to Jamie. Because Jamie is the one who would have brought knives in. Huh. Okay. So they probably got, like, confiscated from him. He brought the knives in, they were confiscated on him. Confiscated from him after he used it to scratch, after he used them to scratch the record. That makes sense to me. That's what I'm going to guess. Meanwhile, someone did something from the something something. Did someone steal Lilybell? Oh, they released Lilybell from the cage. Because I think that the way that this sentence is structured, someone did something to someone else from something else. So it kind of sounds like this second person's name is more object than person, you know? So that makes me think that this is definitely referring to Lilybell. So I think they released Lilybell from the cage to sabotage Nola's act. Okay. And my guess... I'll kill Vilmar for this, so I think that... and she stole Atharv's soda, I see, as well. Okay, so Vilmar has... was that his name? Vilmar? Yes. Vilmar has a bite on his hand because he interacted with the rabbit. I see. So, Vilmar released Lilybell from the cage to sabotage his ex-girlfriend. In retaliation... Oh, okay. So this note, Sticky Valves, is talking about the trumpet. Yeah. So he is talking about the trumpet, which belongs to him, and that's why he's saying, Cam, that's delicate. He's talking about the trumpet. We can't necessarily see anything. Oh yes, we can. there is definitely some residue on the trumpet that's not supposed to be there. So my guess is that what this is saying is that, so the evidence for this are the note that says sticky valves, the residue on the trumpet, and the soda in Nola's possession. That Nola poured a soda into the trumpet. Damn it. Okay, so we got something wrong. Huh. Someone sabotaged the act of a previous winner. I still think they use knives because that's the only thing that would make sense to... That's the only thing that would make sense with which to scratch the record. Could it be that someone else... Hold on. We already know the judges like her act. She'll be a shoo-in for the grand prize unless something goes wrong. Shouldn't the rest of us get a fair shot? Maybe it was Cam who scratched the record. Maybe she is so concerned about this that she has knives that she sabotaged her. Okay, so that's closer. Cameron Flake sabotaged the act of a previous winner, Regina Littlemore, by scratching a record using knives. And I'm guessing it's not knives. Let's take another look at Mr. Vlad. He has 2 very sharp teeth. Oh, because he's a vampire, that's why he's Mr. Vlad. And I see 2 equidistant scratches on this record. Okay, so she used Mr. Vlad's teeth to scratch the record. That makes sense to me. There we go. That was a fun one. Due to their past relationship, Vilmar decided to spoil his ex-girlfriend Nola's magic act by releasing her bunny from its cage. In retaliation, Nola stole Atharv's soda and poured it into Vilmar's trumpet. Because Atharv couldn't belch without a soda, he changed his act to a dance, which surprisingly won. But there's something else going on with Atharv, because he has that wristband. JN identification of time frame settings for the unnamed device. Lens 1, 0.020 hours or 1.220 minutes. The donut button, round to 1 minute. Lens 2, 25.059 hours or 1 day. Lens 3, 71.627 hours. So basically 3 days. Lens 4, 721.893 hours. Just say 1 month. No need to get so specific, Jack. Also, you haven't submitted a name yet. Quit stalling and get on that. So JN stands for Jack Novak. Time frame settings for the unnamed device. 1 minute, 1 day, 3 days, 1 month, memories. Huh. Transfers? Transfers. So these symbols refer to times, or some of them at least. And the red represents people's names, and the circles represent portraits. What does it mean by transfers here? Are people changing? Are memories, we have the word memories here. Are people's memories or identities being transferred from one person into another? That's such a weird way to put it. And specifically, we're talking about Atharv and Declan, because they had the wristbands. Alright, and now we're going to get a closer look at Atharv's dance. Interesting. Alright, but I have a cat crawling all over me, so I think that means it's a good time to end it. So next time we'll see what Atharv's dance show looked like. Until then, I have been Mars, and I will be back with more The Rise of the Golden Idol. Alright, Chicory, come on.